Hello there. We're on different sides of the car today.
We do this just to mess with your guys' heads.
Somebody's completely thrown off now. They're gonna be
I
like,
know.
"Why was he on that side? Now he's on this side."
Concentrate. They need to switch spots.
I don't know what's real anymore. So we just got out of Demonic Toys 3.
Yep.
It was Annabelle Creation, which is Annabelle 2, Conjuring 3, prequel to Psycho Nun Witch fucking ghost goddamn thing movie.
Yeah. They're just all so like intertwisted together. I don't know what's what anymore.
No, I remember. I mean, the first Conjuring movie is clear. Of all 4 movies, is clearly the best.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I rather enjoyed this one.
I did too. I mean, I think all around filmmaking wise, and all, I still think the first one's better. But this one had some.
Yeah, this one was pretty freaking good.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Like, I guess we should talk about the other Annabelle. Just a quick rundown. The first Annabelle movie is one of the most movies ever made, because it's not like. I mean, I'll say it sucks, but it's not because it's a terrible movie. It's because nothing fucking happens.
Yeah, it's just like flat out boring the whole time. It's a good nap taking movie.
Yeah, of all 4 of the movies in the Conjuring universe now, Annabelle, the one's just called Annabelle, by far and away the worst. Just because they don't do anything. And the dude who's the main guy in it, worst actor in any of these movies.
Now this one, they had some excellent acting in it. Mm-hmm. Man, those little girls were great. I think they had a few too many, because some of those other girls were a little pointless, but the 2 like little blonde girls were awesome in this movie.
Well, the one was the girl. I don't know if you saw it yet. The Ouija movies I'll let you borrow. I don't know if you got
no, I forgot about those.
The one girl
we'll watch those tonight.
The one girl that had the shorter hair, like the shoulder length hair. Yeah, she's the girl from Ouija 2, and she is awesome in that.
Yeah, she was awesome in this one too.
Yeah. I mean, usually when you get a whole cast full of kids, and I guess it's not cast full, there were 6 of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna find one that sucks, and really none of them did. I mean, that might be just a great direction, or they just happened to find 6 tremendously good, really young actresses.
They didn't focus too much on the other girls, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, they were more side characters.
Yeah, they probably would have been a little flat if they'd had more lines and whatnot, but
the most dramatic moments in this were the 2 young girls. One of them survived polio, but it affected her leg. She couldn't really walk that well. And just the moments where everything's just quiet and she's just terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, where nothing was happening except for her face just being horrified about what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like...
That was intense.
And we got to give it to this movie for something to happen, for 2 things that happened in the first 10 minutes. If you've seen the trailer for Annabelle,
you know what happens.
Annabelle Creation, a little girl totally. I mean, it's in the opening minute of the film. A little girl just gets fucking creamed by a truck.
Annihilated by a truck. It just splatters her all over the road. It's a really laugh out loud moment.
It's really loud. Like, they really wanted you to hear that little girl get killed.
Yeah, she totally died. And we weren't the only ones laughing.
No.
So it's a hysterical moment.
there was a dude and a girl. I think they must have been together, but they were like a couple rows up and over from us. And every time we laughed, so did they, or they would laugh first. I mean, we were like, okay, finally, we're not the only assholes in the movie theater that want to see kids get killed. And then they fucking dropped that girl from the ceiling. When she hit, I was just like, because it's just like thud.
Yeah, she just fell right on her face, like splat.
That
was incredible.
Yeah,
that's how you make movies right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody take note. If you want people to enjoy your movie, kill little kids and drop girls on their face.
This movie, I tell you what, I think I'm gonna have to look it up. I think a lot of this stuff was practical effect.
Yeah,
and there wasn't a lot of CGI in this at all. I mean, that's what hurt Conjuring 2, because Conjuring 1 was, I think there was like almost no CGI. It was so good. Conjuring 2 had a little too much.
Yeah.
This one, if there is CGI,
it's really well done.
Well, probably the scenes were like the possessions and like some of the light flicker things. Some of those are probably CGI, but not the important moments really are.
This was really well done. Like the creepy moments were super creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just incredible what they could do with just some darkness.
Yeah.
And you'd see like a couple glowing eyeballs, or not even see anything, just see something like disappear.
Yeah,
that was great. Even like in the beginning, when they first started seeing things, where you could just see like an outline of something in the background that was like blurry.
Yeah,
you couldn't even focus on it. That was really well done. Like, holy crap.
Or if they, like, there's a part where they were like first coming in the house, if you pay attention to the background, like, and there's a really small sliver of a window and you just see something there, you have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
And there's lots of that in this movie.
I'm going home and I'm worshiping the devil, because this is the most satanic movie I've ever seen. There's just everything everywhere is just upside down crosses, and like it's just in the background, not even during creepy moments, just like throughout the whole entire movie. Like the front door is the designs on the glass are totally upside down crosses. Like, no wonder these people are all gonna die.
I think the director really just wanted to instill that this was like evil. I mean, he wanted you. They wanted you at no point to ever start to feel comfortable.
No, and you didn't. So that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, even the scenes where like nothing's really happening, there's something that's making you feel tension.
Yeah,
there's like
there was a lot of tension in there. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. You showed up a couple minutes late.
Yeah, so he didn't
catch the trailers. You totally missed the beginning, because like here's what happened in the beginning. Like there's this library that they think is haunted, right? And so these three guys that work for this university go to the library and talk to the librarian to make sure she's not crazy, and then they go in the basement and see the ghost.
Awesome. I totally missed it. Damn it. I'm gonna have to rewatch it just to see that library ghost.
Yeah.
It's like Ghostbusters type shit.
That's exactly the beginning of Ghostbusters.
Hell yeah.
I sat there and thought in my head, like, what movie am I going to pretend this was? Like, that'd be an easy one to describe, and within seconds, it's like, yeah, he's describing Ghostbusters.
Just like Ghostbusters.
No, actually, I'll give it to the opening scene of the movie, like as the movie's opening, like as soon as the dark and the light comes on. It's called Annabelle Creation. It shows the toy maker guy, because the dude that owns the house that the little girls live in, he was a doll maker.
Yeah.
And it shows him making the Annabelle doll, so you actually see the creation of the doll.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then they showed how the doll became so evil. And that was awesome too. Really
well built up. I like the one girl from the lady from Lord of the Rings. She was the one that fell in love with Aragorn. With the long blonde hair, that was the mom.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Miranda Otto, I think her name is.
I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah, she was good in that.
Yeah, she kept
like ringing that damn bell.
I think people don't understand it wasn't her ringing the bell.
Yeah. Like, she rang it a couple times though.
She had this big, huge like burn mark on her face, and like one of her eyeballs was missing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
The demon baby gave it to her.
Yeah.
One thing I did appreciate is that this movie had some jump scares, but they were really well done, and it wasn't just all about jump scares, because I hate that.
Well, I like, I'm never against jump scares as long as you earn them, and I've often said The Conjuring 1, that's how you earn a jump scare, is the way they did it. This was just the same. I mean,
oh yeah, they definitely earned them.
You could tell James Wan, the director of the Conjuring films, you could tell he produced this movie, that he had something to do with it, which he did. But I'll tell you what, it's compared to the first Annabelle movie, it's, my God, it's
so much better.
It's not as superior. Like Ouija 2 is so far superior to 1, because 1 is absolutely a terrible. There's nothing redeemable about 1.
Isn't it funny how back in the day there was always a movie, and then when the sequel came out, the sequel was always terrible. But now they're doing it like in reverse order. And they make like the first one and it's terrible, and then they make the sequel, it's usually a prequel, and it's always awesome.
Yeah. Hell, even the Marvel films, except for Iron Man, the sequels have pretty much all been better. Well, not Thor either, but
yeah.
Although I know Thor Ragnarok looks really good.
That looks really awesome. Can't wait to see that.
There was a couple trailers that you missed. One was that they showed a different trailer for that Mother movie with Jennifer Lawrence. That looks pretty good. And I've seen the poster or the screenshot for this movie called Happy Death Day. I've been seeing that on like IMDb and stuff, and they finally showed a trailer for what that was about.
Oh yeah.
And at first you think it's going to be some stupid teenager horror film that's not going to be scary at all, like stuff like The Bye Bye Man and those kind of terrible movies.
Yeah.
But what it is, like in the end of the trailer, the girl gets murdered. And then she wakes up the next day, and everything happens the same day again, and she gets killed again. It's Groundhog Day, but the girl dies at the end.
Murder? That's awesome.
So she has to figure out who her killer is, but it's like he knows too, because he shows up in different spots to kill her.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so she's got like an infinite amount of chances, but she just has to keep replaying the same day over and over again.
She just has to keep getting killed every day.
Yeah, it looks
That's awesome.
It could, if they fill it with too much crap, it'll be terrible, but it's one of those movies, I don't know if they don't make it too long, it might be good.
Yeah.
There were some other trailers, but I don't.
Yeah, I figured the trailers probably weren't going to be that good. They're usually not during horror movies.
Horror movies always usually get that one really good trailer, and then you get a whole bunch of crap that you're like, I'm never going to fucking see this shit.
Like, who thought of that? I'm never going to watch that. It probably won't even come to the real movie theaters.
No, that happens sometimes. They'll show trailers for horror movies here. This theater rarely gets good horror films.
I know.
Or if it does, it's like they get them at the same time that something else better is out.
Yeah.
So we have
so you got to go see the better movie,
or the thing we think is better. I think we saw a terrible movie the week that my wife went and saw Lights Out, and then I saw Lights Out when it came on Blu-ray, and I'm like, wow, I wish I would have seen that instead.
Yeah, we should have totally saw that instead.
I think that might have been Jason Bourne.
It probably
I think it was Jason Bourne. I think she saw Lights Out that weekend, and we saw Jason Bourne.
We were anticipating Jason Bourne for so long, and then it was such a huge disappointment.
That movie was just...
Yeah. I hope they don't do another one.
Oh, I think they are.
Probably.
If people will be able to see it. I don't know if I go see another one.
I don't know either. If I'm really tired that day and I want to take a good theater nap, might.
Kind of like Matt's dad last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He totally slept through like 75% of the movie.
Yeah, our friend that did the review with us last week, Matt, his dad was also there at the movie, but he like passed out 25 minutes into the movie and woke up like in the halfway through the third act.
Yeah, right at the end.
And he's Vietnam vet. I wasn't not gonna wake him up in the dark. No. Fucking wake up and just choke you to death. I'm not gonna do that. Next week we have to make a really hard decision, because I can't do a double feature because my wife's going to a baby shower.
Yeah.
And so both Logan Lucky and The Hitman's Bodyguard come out next week. We can't say about time because one of them's only 1 minute longer than the other. So I guess we'll have to, whichever one's earlier is the one we'll have to see.
Yep.
Which sucks. I really want to see both those movies.
Wait and see what the schedule looks like.
Yeah, the following week, if there's like nothing really that we were like, I tell you what, finally saw the trailer for that new Leatherface movie.
Yeah.
It looks fucking terrible.
Oh, I guarantee it's gonna be.
It looks like, you ever see a movie where somebody wrote a script and then a studio executive got a hold of it and went, you know what? This is okay, but what if we tweak this and this and we made it about Leatherface? It's exactly what it looks like this movie's gonna be.
This is a not very good idea for a horror movie. Let's put Leatherface in there.
And I'm in a very small boat. I thoroughly enjoyed that last Texas Chainsaw. It's just called Texas Chainsaw 3D or something.
Yeah.
90% of people that saw that absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
It was so cheesy and campy that I really liked it. It's so much fun because it's so dumb, but it knows it's dumb. It knows it has no business being a movie. I mean, it's to me, I talked about it on my channel before. They CGI fire in front of a house, and the fire is not touching the house. It's like they thought people would just see, fire's in front of the house. No, you can clearly. It looks like somebody set a fire in front of the house, but they're all inside. I'm on fire!
Oh no!
Like, is it really that hot? I mean, you have a back door.
That's hilarious.
So, anything else about this movie you want to? I mean, we highly recommend it.
Yeah, definitely go see it. It's awesome. If you like these kind of movies, Conjuring movies, you'll love this. It's awesome.
Oh, I guess we shouldn't say what they are because people need to watch and find out on their own. There are many nods throughout this film to the other Conjuring movies.
They definitely want you to know that they're all tied together.
Yes.
Like, absolutely 100%, they're all in the same universe.
I think there's a trailer that actually shows that flash of, like, the evil nun from Conjuring 2.
Yeah.
But that's because she's getting her own movie, the evil nun fucking witch ghost fucking goddamn thing. That's just what I'm going to call it.
Evil fucking witch ghost nun fucking goddamn thing.
As many expletives as I can insert. I'm going to insert Spectre, like fucking bastard astral project. I don't know. Just that'll be its name until they give us they gave the name in 2, but I don't remember it now because
I don't remember that either. How are you supposed to remember that?
No.
It was like one line in the end of a movie.
Yeah,
I can't remember that.
Her name was Madonna or something like that. I don't know.
Actually, it looks like Madonna.
It was some kind of biblical name, I think. I'm totally wrong. I don't know. I'll go. I'll pull up my IMDb right now and go. Oh shit. Yeah,
that's what it was. It'll be like Sue.
Her name was Dave for some reason. I don't know. So I guess we'll be back next week with one of those. Yeah, go see it. And we saw this I showed this one on the really big screen in here.
Screen, that was awesome.
It was pretty cool. It made some of those jump scares because they were so goddamn loud. You're like,
yeah, it about blows you out of your seat. Like the sound levels in that theater, it's ridiculous.
Speaking of blowing out of their seat, that scene. This girl sitting in the chair and she just gets fucking skyrocket. It looks like a bomb went off under her chair and she just shoot. How did that not wake anybody in the house up?
I know. I was wondering that a lot throughout the movie.
She went through a ceiling.
Yeah, like nobody even came to investigate at all. They're like running around and they established that all the rooms are like right next to each other. They're like running around the hallway screaming and like flailing around and slamming doors and stuff, and nobody at all ever investigates.
Yeah, I love how in the very beginning they do all the exposition they need for the things that you'll wonder about later, because they walk into they're like, wow, this house is so big, you could get lost in here. Wow, I'd need a map to get around in here. And you're like,
yeah, it's kind of like a regular size house.
Everything that they focus on for longer than a second, remember, because it will come back. Everything.
Yeah, everything. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
Go see it.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. So
yep. I put this at the top of the list.
I don't know. This might make the top 10 this year. I don't know. I mean, we had contenders like Atomic Blonde and Baby Driver, and
I don't know. We had some good ones.
Might have to separate it, might have to do a top 20 at the end of the year, because
we've seen some good stuff this year.
We have. You know what we need to do? We need to take the time, if it's still in the theaters in a week or so, and watch The Emoji Movie. It's
so we can make a worse list, it gets every spot.
The last time I checked on IMDb, it was like the 6th or 7th lowest rated film in the history of films on IMDb.
It's so terrible.
It's approaching a 0. I mean, it can't approach a 0, but I think it's got like a 5% now on Rotten Tomatoes.
I would rather see Nut Job 2.
I kind of want to see that. I didn't hate the first one. I mean, it was
terrible.
It's a dumb, fun kids movie that an adult can be like, it's not a good movie, but it's fun. I would see the Nut Job Part 2.
Yeah, I like movies like that.
Nutty by Nature. The title alone, I'm like, sold. I'm in.
Yeah.
All right.
At least it's kind of interesting looking.
It's getting hot as fucking balls.
I know, I'm sweating to death over here.
This video's been our last will and testament. They died of heat stroke in their car shortly after the video was filmed.
Everybody's watching like, why are they fucking dripping so much sweat? Are they exercising while they do this video?
I've been watching the Rocky movies lately, and I just decided to run laps around here and run up steps like this with a sweatsuit on in 84-degree weather.
Not me, I'm just fat.
All right, well, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.